What are the 5 best reasons why there is no God? What are the 5 reasons why there are no fairies? The onus is not upon an atheist to say why there is not something. The onus is on a theist to say why there is. Having said that, it is a very interesting question, because a universe with a God would be a very different kind of universe than one without. So the most important reason is there simply are no reasons for the existence of a God. So the reasons against then would have to be you tick off on your fingers one by one the alleged reasons why there should be a God, such as the argument from design. Things look so beautifully designed, bananas and apples and things like that, and humans and kangaroos and so on. And they look as though they've been designed because that's what Darwinian natural selection does. It makes them look as though they're designed. It produces a very good simulacrum of design. I think that's the most important reason against, that Darwin has exploded once and for all the argument from design. Other reasons that have been offered, for example, people claim to have a subjective experience, a personal experience of God. Well, we all know how easily people are fooled. We all know how easily people hallucinate, how easily they imagine, how easily they dream. So that's an extremely poor argument in favour of the existence of a God. What other arguments are there? The argument from first cause, well, that shoots itself in the foot, because if you're going to postulate a God as a first cause, you've then got a really big problem explaining where the God came from. The whole point of the Darwinian enterprise is that it explains how you can get complexity and the illusion of design from primordial simplicity. So the argument from first cause shoots itself in the foot. Pascal's wager, you're better off betting that there is a God, because if you lose the bet then you go to hell. That's a silly argument, because it depends on, it assumes that you know which God it is for a start. If you bet on Yahweh and it turns out to be Baal or Thor, then you're in trouble. What else? Oh, in any case, even if it was Yahweh, you might well say that Yahweh would rather have somebody honest who thinks for himself rather than somebody who slavishly pretends to believe something. So there are no good arguments in favour of a God, and that's all one needs to say.